News and Talk, WAOK. It is Chris Smith coming to you live with another exclusive interview. The voice that you're about to hear is no stranger to the airways of WAOK, but it is truly an honor to be able to speak with him today to speak more about his governmental campaign. Could I please give a warm welcome for none other than a proven leader with decades of public service, joining us today to share his bold vision for Georgia's future as he campaigns for governor in 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mike Thurmond. Great morning, sir. How you doing, sir?
Good morning, Chris. Hope you're doing well.
Absolutely, doing phenomenal, sir. So let's get right into it. There's something that's really phenomenal on the horizon, and pretty much it is going to be that governmental campaign that we got 2026. So those, they may be familiar with you, but for those who may just be listening to you for the first time, can we give just a brief background of who you are, Mr. Thurmond, and we can get into the campaign?
Absolutely. But first, Chris, I just want to thank you for being the young man that you are and the great work you're doing there at WAOK, as well as in your music career. I just left the coast of Georgia last week, and I know you one of Savannah State University's finest, and all the Tigers are proud of you, and I'm proud of you, and just keep up the great work.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
See, you didn't know. You didn't know I knew, did you?
Yeah, I didn't know. That's so cool, man. You know, that's dope, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, no. Listen, let me tell you, when I see our young men out doing the right thing in the right way, making a positive impact in our community, personally, professionally, uplifting, and also educating and inspiring, we, as I said, Uncle Mike has to recognize it. And I just want to do that first. And secondly, thank you for this opportunity to be on the legendary WLK here in Atlanta, a powerful voice for the people, have been, is, and always will be. But I'm a public servant, grew up not in Athens, Georgia, but near Athens, Georgia. Went to Payne College in Augusta, Georgia, got a law degree, practiced law all over the state, particularly in Athens and later here in Atlanta. I served in the Georgia House of Representatives. I served as chairman of the Georgia Legislative Black Caucus, which is the largest black caucus legislatively in the country. I've served as the director of the Department of Family and Children Services. I have been elected 3 times statewide as the Georgia Labor Commission. I served during the Great Recession, and we helped over 300,000 Georgians find jobs when they really needed them the most. After that, I've served as superintendent of the DeKalb County School District, Georgia's 3rd largest school district at 100,000 students. We averted a loss of accreditation. We turned deficit into surplus, improved our graduation rate by 5 percentage points, and our test scores. And finally, most recently, I served as CEO of DeKalb County, Georgia. The people elected me twice. I thank all the voters and residents of DeKalb for helping us reimagine and refocus and redirect our county government from a place of dysfunction to where right now we are respected all over the state, all over the nation.
Absolutely. And that pretty much leads us into the next question. You kind of answered it a little bit, and it's pretty much a key part of your platform we've seen is focusing on tackling the rising cost of living, including groceries, rent, and mortgages. Could you elaborate a little bit more on the plans to make life more affordable for working Georgians?
Forget the politics. People want to be able to live a decent life. They want to be able to pay the rent, mortgages, car insurance is going through the roof. We've had 50% increases in the premium for car insurance. Just being able to get access to fresh fruits and groceries where we have food deserts. These are the things I'm going to focus on. You know, politics is politics, but at the end of the day, we got to focus on the people. And in a political campaign, Chris, you know, it's always promises. I'm not running on promises. I'm running on performance. For instance, during the great pandemic that we just went through, food insecurity was a major crisis. So what we were able to do, I made a deal with farmers in South Georgia, and we provided fresh fruits, vegetables, produce, and meats once a month at least 5,000 families. We partnered with 8 churches there in DeKalb County, New Birth and St. Philip's and Shy Temple and on and on and on. And we were able to, Big Miller Grove, we were able to pull this massive, and that's what we were able to do, working together. We pulled it together. We put a deal together, helped the farmers in South Georgia, but more importantly, we helped people who were hungry and needed food on the table. When the people of Georgia elect me as the next governor, we're going to fight food insecurity all across this state. I will not stand by and live in a state where children are forced to go to bed hungry every night. All the federal dollars that's been cut in D.C., Trump and the Republicans have cut SNAP benefits by some 30%, and it's going to take place in 2027, 2028. As your next governor, I promise you I'll stand in the gap, and every dime taken at the federal level, this governor will recommend and ensure is put back under the gold dome.
Wow. Worded phenomenal. For all the listeners out here who are excited about your vision, just hearing this and it's firing us up, how can we be able to support you? And if we want to be able to volunteer as well, as far as going outside, knocking on doors, whatever is needed, what's the best way that we could be able to do that?
My website is MikeThurmond.com. Please go there to get more information about the campaign. Contribute a little money because we need to raise money. We have a robust fundraising campaign, but you can also volunteer to serve in the campaign. Today is Sunday, and it's Happy Lord's Day, and I thank God for another day on this earth to try to make a difference. And, I travel. I was in where was I? Douglas yesterday and in Macon, and I'm on my way to Augusta this afternoon. And everywhere I go, Chris, people saying, what is going on? How and why is God allowing this to happen to our nation and to our people? And what is he wanting us to do? When is he going to speak? And I believe that he's speaking to us. He's been speaking to us. Sometimes he speaks and we don't hear it. Everywhere I go, I hear this one song, and it's Boots on the Ground. We think it's a line dance, but it's more than a line dance. I believe Boots on the Ground is a call to action. My campaign theme is Boots on Georgia Ground. What we can do is we got to put our boots on the ground on Election Day coming up on the first Tuesday in November and elect 2 Democrats as Public Service Commission candidates so we can protect our access to electricity and other utilities. Got to put boots on the ground in school, at parent-teacher conferences. If the federal government, if you have a child with a disability, the federal government is basically deserting the playing field to protect and ensure that every child gets access to a quality education regardless of his or her abilities, then parents, adult guardians, neighbors, and friends have to put boots on the ground in the schools. We have to put boots on the ground at city council meetings, county commission meetings. And I promise you this, if you all will stand with me, put boots on the ground next November and next spring on Election Day, I promise you we will rewrite the course of history books in this state. We will continue this fight. The fight is not over. The fight is just beginning. And I, as we say in the black church out in the country, I ain't no ways tired.
Just like that. Boots on the ground. That right there, that's a quote. We got to get that on the shirt. Mr. Thurmond, I appreciate you truly for not only the time that you came to speak and share, but being authentic and just being straightforward. I'm always hearing about you, the great things that you're doing, and I appreciate you just taking the time to speak with us today. I am wishing you much luck on your campaign, and we will absolutely be supporting any way we possibly can, and, of course, from our end as well. We thank you so much, Mr. Thurmond, and I'm wishing you phenomenal travels and a great rest of your day, sir.
Thank you, Chris, and say hello to the WAOK family for me. We love you all. You all stood with us during the pandemic. You are our partners, and you never wavered and you never failed. So thank you, and God bless.
Likewise, God bless you as well, sir. You have a great one. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard that loud and clear. That was none other than Mr. Michael Thurmond. Man, it's always just very refreshing being able to get information like that directly from the people who are out here, boots on the ground, just like he said. So for those who want to be able to support, volunteer, you can be able to see that website that'll be in the article and after this recap interview. So you can be able to do that. please make sure that you be able to support anyway, even if you may not have funds to contribute. Just being able to volunteer your time does a lot of things as well, and that was something that we wanted to make sure we platform. So you're tuned in to News and Talk, WAOK, the most impactful and informative news station in the land. We'll be right back on the other side.